Hello children, welcome to your 8th standard chemistry class. We are learning chapter 6 Compulsion and Flame. In the previous class, we learned about the controlling of fire or how do we control fire. Isn't it children? Yes. In this session, we are going to learn about types of combustions. Types of combustions. Do you have any idea about the types of combustion children? The first one is a rabbit combustion. Rabbit combustion. What do you mean by rabbit combustion, children? This combustion occurs rapidly. Rapidly means quickly, or it occurs in a short period of time. Yes, it occurs rapidly, evolving a lot of heat and light in a short period of time. For example of this rabbit combustion of LPG, that is liquefied petroleum gas, kerosene oil, coal, etc. These are the example for rabbit combustion. For example, bring a burning matchstick or a gas lighter near a gas stove in the kitchen. Turn on the knob of the gas stove. What will happen, children? Or what do you observe? What do you observe? If you bring a burning matchstick or a gas lighter near a gas stove in the kitchen and turn on the knob of the gas stove, what do you find or what will happen? The next turn is spontaneous combustion. Spontaneous combustion. What do you mean by spontaneous, children? Spontaneous means anything that happens without any external constraint or anything that happens naturally. That means spontaneous. What do you mean by spontaneous combustion? It is a combustion that occurs at room temperature on its own. And the type of combustion in which a material suddenly bursts into flames without the application of any apparent cause is called a spontaneous combustion. Yes, this types of combustion in which a material suddenly bursts into flames without the application of any apparent. This is called the spontaneous combustion. Yes, this combustion shown by the substances that have an ignition temperature less than room temperature. Yes, for example, the of this spontaneous combustion is burning of yellow phosphorus. Burning of yellow phosphorus. Its ignition temperature is very low. So in summers, yellow phosphorus catches fire itself even at room temperature. And many disastrous fire in coal mines result due to this kinds of combustion. Yes. Then for spontaneous forest fires are sometimes due to the heat of sun or due to the lightning strike. However, most forest fires are due to the carelessness of human beings. Isn't it, ma? Yes, most of the forest fires are due to the carelessness of the human beings. So, it is important to remember that the campfires must be completely extinguished before leaving the forest after a picnic or a visit. It should be followed. Yes, most of the forest fires are due to the carelessness of human beings. It should be avoided. So, what do you mean by spontaneous combustion, children? What do you mean by spontaneous combustion? This type of combustion takes place in materials suddenly burst into flames without any application of any apparent or without any external thing is called the spontaneous combustion. Example, burning of yellow phosphorus. These type of substances are it occurs in those types of substances which have a very low ignition temperature. Do you understand, children? Okay, dear children. The next type of combustion is explosion combustion. The next type of combustion is explosion combustion or explosive combustion or explosion. Yes. We generally have fireworks on the festival days, isn't it, ma? Yes. What will happen when a cracker is ignited? What will happen? A sudden reaction takes place with the evolution of heat, light, and sound. Isn't it, ma? Yes. So, this type of explosive combustion occurs at the firecrackers. It is the combustion that occurs extremely fast to the release of heat and light and also loud sound. Example, crackers. Yes, firecrackers is an example of explosive combustion. When a firecracker is ignited, what will happen? A sudden reaction takes place with the evolution of heat, light, and sound with a large amount of gas. Isn't it, ma? Yes. Once again, I recall the different types of combustion, children. What are the different types of combustion? Rapid combustion, spontaneous combustion, and explosive combustion or explosion. Yes. In this case of rapid combustion, the combustion is very fast. It occurs in a very short period of time. Example of rapid combustion is when we bring a matchstick near a stove, it burns quickly, isn't it, ma? Or it burns rapidly. Yes. Then second type of combustion is spontaneous combustion. This combustion takes place on its own. It occurs on its own. Example, coal dust in coal mines. Combustion of coal dust in coal mines or the forest fires is an example of a spontaneous combustion. Then explosion. Explosion or explosive combustion. This combustion causes a large amount of heat, light, and loud sound. Example of this explosion is firecrackers. Do you understand, children? Look at the picture, children. This picture shows different types of combustion. First one is, what is the first type of combustion is? A rapid combustion. A rapid combustion, this is a burning of gas in a gas stove. Then second one is spontaneous combustion. This is a burning of yellow phosphorus. Burning of yellow phosphorus. It burns spontaneously. Then third one is explosion. Explosion combustion or explosive combustion or explosion. Example, uh, firecrackers. Burning of firecrackers. Okay, dear children. Already I have told you in the beginning of the class, all the substances which are in combustion do not gives out flames. Isn't it, ma? Yes. Particular substances only gives out the flame. It is depending upon their vaporizing nature. We will see in the next class. We'll learn about the flames in the next class. Before that, there is one homework for you. You have to complete table 6.2. On the table some some of the materials have given, and that you have to Identify the materials which forms flame or which does not form flame on burning. Look at the table, children. What are the materials given? Candle, magnesium, camphor, kerosene stove, then charcoal. Look at these materials and find out which of these materials form flame on burning and which do not form flame on burning. Find out the answer and write the correct one in the table 6.2. This table is in your textbook, science textbook, page number 70. Complete this table. We will learn about the flames in the next class.